Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're well. Thank you for joining me. I thought I'd do another walkie. I make Paz calls and walkie-talkies, but I wouldn't want to copy him, so I'll just stick with walkies. Anyway, down the road we are, and let's talk about what's going to happen with regard to the budget. In the last video I talked about pensions, namely Labour's intimating at reducing the cap on that 25% tax-free portion of your pension that you can take, if you're lucky enough to have that amount of money, that is. Well, the next thing is national insurance. You know, for those of us that haven't planned as well as we should have done, and I include myself in that, one of the things that you're reliant on is the state pension. And unfortunately, from my age upwards, or my age downwards should I say, we're going to have a bit of a problem, because the closer you get, the further away it gets pushed. I mean, you look what happened with the waspy women. Sooner or later it's going to happen to everybody. We've got an ageing population, people are living longer. We are in fact overpopulated, let's face it. And how do they cure this? They push things further down the road while giving away billions of pounds to other countries and other silly little projects which will just make matters worse. Well, there was an interesting debate in the House of Commons, and I think Starmers taking the piss, basically. He was asked point blank about Labour's financial policies, namely national insurance. Are they going to raise national insurance contributions? What did he do? He swerved it, didn't answer. Typical political speak, and basically said the £22 billion black hole we have is all your fault, Rishi. Sit on it, as they used to say in the movies. Well, that's not good enough, I'm afraid. You know, why do we pay our national insurance contributions? Well, one of the biggest reasons, is the aforementioned state pension. We have to pay, what, 35 years worth to qualify for a state pension, which we may or may not get. And now there's that suggestion that the national insurance contributions could effectively be increased for a state pension we may or may not get. I think this question needs to be answered, don't you? Particularly with the effect that it could have on so many people, me and others that didn't really plan properly in the first place. Why are we paying more? Or why do you propose we pay more? I mean, let's face it, yes, he swerved it, but this kind of thing happens under a Labour government, doesn't it? Why is it proposed we could pay more for something we may not get at the end of it? The whole system is a big con. The whole system is a big racket. And I, for one, am fed up with it. You know, when I first started this channel, I was very much into, well, consumer things, what affects our everyday life, our finances. And then I started talking about politics. And people got pissed off with that. So stop getting all political, Andy. It's boring. Well, the more I look into it and the more I discover, I find that politics and those original living standard stroke consumer things that I started speaking about all kind of meld into one. They're both as important and need discussing. And we should do this. We should raise awareness of these issues. We should talk about them, bring them to the fore. That's how change happens. And it's how we all stick together. I did a video yesterday saying we all have to unite. It's like uniting against the darkness. I very much believe that now. Very much. Because we're heading for dark places. People come on here and say, oh, stop spreading misinformation, Andy. Stop, you know, I'll piss off. All I do is talk, give an opinion, and encourage discussion. That's what it's all about at the end of the day. Anyway, let me know what you think. I'm going down the bottom of the road to see if I can see any strange maritime activity. And if I do, I'll bring you another video. Anyway, hit the like button, Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. I appreciate all the support of everyone, subscribers and the channel members. Share me on your socials, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Toodaloo.